What if I told you the biggest name in the WNBA was traded in the final hours before the deadline? Kelsey Plum, a two-time champion and one of the league's most electrifying scorers, just got shipped from LA to Phoenix in a move that feels like a chess game played under the table. Let me tell you, this isn't just another trade. It's a seismic shift in the league's power dynamics. And honestly, I can't stop thinking about what this says about the desperation of teams like the Sparks and the boldness of Phoenix. Let me break it down. Here's the thing. Plum was on the verge of having the best season of her career. She was averaging 23.9 points and 6.4 assists, numbers that would make even the most cynical basketball analysts sit up and take notice. But then she got hurt, and now, instead of watching her lead the Sparks to a playoff run, she's in Phoenix, where the Mercury are clinging to a playoff spot like it's the last piece of bread in the world. I mean, Phoenix is 11-19 right now. They're 6 games back from the 8th seed, but they're still throwing everything at this gamble. Why? Because Plum's resume is too good to ignore. She's a proven winner, a playmaker, and someone who can instantly elevate a team's offense. But here's the rub. She's coming off an injury, and Phoenix is now betting that she'll be healthy enough to make a difference in the final stretch. Personally, I think that's a huge risk. But then again, what's the alternative? Sitting around and hoping for a miracle? Let's talk about the Sparks for a second. They traded Plum in exchange for a first-round pick in 2027 and a second-rounder in 2028. That's a steep price for a player who was supposed to be the cornerstone of their rebuild. They had Cameron Brink and Rickea Jackson as their young stars, but Plum was supposed to be the spark that lit the fire under them. Instead, they're 10-17, losing 6 straight games, and looking like they might miss the playoff for the 6th year in a row. What's even more fascinating is that they let their general manager go earlier this year. Now they're running things on an interim basis. It's like they're trying to fix a sinking ship with a lifeboat and a flashlight. And yet, they still managed to get rid of their best player. I can't help but wonder if this move was more about short-term pain than long-term gain. Because let's face it, Plum wasn't just a star. She was the only reason people were paying attention to the Sparks this season. Now, Phoenix. They're not exactly a powerhouse, but they've got Alyssa Thomas, who's averaging 8.3 assists per game. She's their engine, but she's also been carrying the team on her back. Adding Plum could finally give her some breathing room. But here's what's wild. This is only the 4th time in WNBA history that an all-star has been traded mid-season. That's not a number I see often. It speaks to how rare and risky this move is. And yet, Phoenix pulled it off. Why? Because they're not just chasing a playoff spot. They're trying to build something sustainable. They've got a young core, and Plum could be the bridge between their current struggles and future success. But again, there's that injury question. If Plum can't stay healthy, this trade might be seen as a desperate fling rather than a calculated move. What makes this really interesting is that Phoenix is now taking a leap of faith, while the Sparks are doubling down on their rebuild, even though it's clearly not working. It's like 2 teams on opposite ends of spectrum, one betting on the future, the other on a gamble that might not pay off. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. This trade happens in a league where star power is becoming more valuable than ever. Teams are realizing that keeping elite players isn't just about money. It's about momentum. Plum's move to Phoenix could set a precedent for other teams to think twice before letting their stars walk in free agency. But it also raises a deeper question. Is the WNBA becoming more of a star-driven league where teams are willing to overpay for proven talent, even if it means sacrificing long-term stability? I'm not sure yet. But one thing is certain. This trade has changed the narrative of the season. And whether it's a masterstroke or a mistake, we'll be talking about it for years to come.